Welcome to the subject Computer Fundamental. We are in chapter 2, that is Basic Computer Organization, and today's topic is commonly used input output devices. Point number 1, to be useful, a computer system needs to communicate with its external environment, that is its users. Point number 2, input output devices provide this capability to the computer system. Students, you very well know computer is a tool that will help human being or user to carry out very many tasks. So if one has to use a computer, then there must be a unit which will help human being to interact with the computer system, and such units are called as input and output units. Point number 3, they are also known as peripheral devices because they surround a computer's CPU and memory. Students, you very well know the main basic components of computer system is CPU and memory. Memory is place where data and instructions are stored, and CPU is a place where processing is carried out. So since input and this CPU plus memory forms the main system, and input and output devices are connected to this main system, and that is why they are called as peripheral devices, because the job of input and output device is just to carry out input function and output function. Point number 4, input devices enter data from outside world into primary storage, and output devices supply the results of processing from primary storage to users. Students who have studied whatever is the data and instructions that are entered through input device, they are stored in the primary storage of the computer, so that it is available for processing. Also, the final results after processing are placed in the primary storage, and then output devices collect it from primary storage and make it available to the human being. Now this figure illustrates the role of I/O devices. In this figure, students, you can find three rectangles. The first rectangle, you can see it is marked as input devices. The middle rectangle is marked as CPU and memory, and the right rectangle is marked as output devices. Towards extreme left, you can find input data from external world, and then towards extreme right you can find results of processing in human acceptable form. And these three boxes, that is input device, CPU and memory, and output devices, are connected by marked arrows. So these marked arrows tell you the flow of data and information. Now in between input device and CPU memory, you find that input data coded in the internal form, this is what is written, and between CPU and output device process data in internal form, this is what is written. So input is accepted from environment by input device, that is in form of the data, and it is passed on or converted into binary form as was studied earlier, and passed on to the primary memory. The CPU carries out the processing part of it, and results are made available in the memory, and those results are picked up. The results are available in the binary form, these are converted into human understandable form, and output devices does this job. So this diagram is very important. Now point number 1, today many types of I/O devices are available. For an application, one type may be more suitable than another type. Students, we have very many input and output devices today. Okay, as technology is fast moving, every company is specialized in various input output devices, and the suitability of input and output device depends upon what is the task we are carrying out. Point number 3. Okay, so you know very many input devices. There is a keyboard, okay, there is a mouse, at least there is a scanner. Okay, output devices you very well know. Video screen is there, that is visual display unit. Printers are there, plotters are there, loudspeakers, LED lights, all this. So what input and what output device you choose depends upon, okay, your need and type of activity you are carrying out. The speed of I/O devices depends on the movement of mechanical parts, and the potential for improvement of speed of mechanical parts is limited. Students, you know I/O devices, there is a mechanical parts. Okay, you can look if you into a printer, or you can see the keyboard. So these mechanical parts have got limited speed. Point number 4. Hence, speed of I/O device is slow compared to the primary storage and CPU. Students, primary storage and CPU are electronic parts. Their speed is very high, or they are very fast, whereas input and output devices are electromechanical devices, and they are comparatively slow. Now we'll concentrate on input devices. Point number 1. An input device is an electromechanical device that accepts data from outside world and translates them into a form a computer can interpret. Students, you know, job of input device is to accept the data which human being gives, or which is accepted from the world in whatever form it is, and convert it into binary form so that it can be stored in the computer storage and made available for processing. There is a constant demand for faster I/O devices. Students, you want to know, today the computers are high speed devices, so also there is a need for faster input output devices. Now we'll go into the classification of input devices. Several input devices are available today, and they can be classified into following categories. One is keyboard devices, second point and draw devices, third data scanning devices, fourth digitizer, fifth electronic card based devices, sixth speech recognition devices, seventh vision based devices. Students, okay, so there are very many input devices. You very well know, first category is keyboard devices, that is you got keyboard. Okay, every computer is supplied with a keyboard. Okay, and this keyboard is similar to that of typewriter keyboard. Then there is point and draw devices. Your popular is the mouse that you have used, or okay, is available with every computer system today because of graphical user interface. Then there is data scanning devices. You know, there is a scanner which, okay, scans the documents you have seen when you have sent your 10th class marks statement or 12th class, okay, filled in the forms. So those documents are scanned. Then there is a digitizer, okay, which will convert the data into digitized form. Then electronic card based devices, you have used this electronic cards when you got to ATM system, you have got ATM card, okay, which acts as input device. Then speech recognition devices, today you can find that speech, okay, is recognized by the electronic device which reads the data. Then there is vision based devices. So there are very many categories of devices as far as input devices is concerned, but we will study the popular input devices such as keyboard and mouse and scanner. Now first is keyboard devices. Keyboard devices are most commonly used input devices today. Okay, they allow data entry into a computer system by pressing key. Okay, students, you know, keyboards are always popular input devices, and they have got on keyboard they are labeled keys. Okay, so every key is marked with what it is. The set of keys are mounted on the board. Today, popular keyboard is 101 keys QWERTY keyboard. Students, you can see today there are keyboards which have got 101 keys. The first alphabetic key row is the keys available are Q, W, E, R, T, Y. That is why such a board is called as QWERTY keyboard. Now this figure shows you the layout of the keys on QWERTY keyboard. Students, you can find it, okay, left side, okay, on the very bottom side you have got, okay, you can classify them into 4 parts. First, on the very top row you have got the function keys. Towards, okay, left side in the bottom you have got various alphabetic keys, number keys, also special keys are there. Towards extreme right of the keyboard bottom you have got numeric keypad, okay, and you have got in between at the bottom you have got arrow keys, okay. So keyboards, okay, can be very suitable device as far as inputting data is concerned. Now different types of keys are available, we will study them. Those type of keys on keyboard are alphabetic keys. Okay, alphabetic keys allow you to enter alphabets, okay, any alphabet between A to Z, small or capital can be entered. Then you got numeric keys which will allow you to enter any number from 0, 1, 2 to up to 9. Special keys are there which will carry out special actions accordingly, such as control keys there, shift keys there, alt keys there, okay, shift keys, okay, all these keys are there, you can see on the keyboard. Then there are function keys which are on the very top row marked as F1, F2 up to F12. So these function keys carry out different functions or activity depending on the software that is used. So students, today we have studied in general the input and output devices, and today we have concentrated on the input device, and okay, today we have learned as far as keyboard is concerned. Other devices such as mouse, scanner we will study in the next class, and after that we will go to popular output devices. So this is a very simple topic, you can understand it. Please write down your notebook, okay. If you have got anything you can give me a call, okay. Please be regular in your reading. Thank you.